Yo, hey, what's up, guys? It's November 24th, 2014. And I know, I'm sorry, I'm wearing my glasses. My eyes are really bothering me today. So please don't mind the glare. This past weekend, I actually did a lot of things. I picked up a lot of cool stuff, and one more specifically came in the mail that I do want to show you guys. So in this video, last weekend, I went toy hunting, vintage toy hunting. Now, normally when I go toy hunting, I always go to one specific place, which is the collector's marketplace, which I've done numerous videos on, and I've received a lot of questions, a lot of praise, and it's just a really cool place to go to that's here in Phoenix, Arizona. So my main intention was to actually take my camera and to go through pretty much just hunting, searching for vintage action figures, comic books, and so forth. But the thing is, though, that place is so massive, it's so huge, it's difficult to fit everything in one video and pretty much try not to miss and try to keep the video in a good time frame. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is expect two parts. This part, which I'm going to show you what I picked up and what I got this weekend. The next video, which I'm uploading, if you're watching this now, the video is actually uploading. That video, I'm going to show you pretty much all the new stuff, all the cool stuff that's there at the collector's marketplace. So expect that shortly. Also, I do want to talk about, I've been noticing a lot of you guys, a lot of my subscribers have been messaging me, have been leaving me comments, and unfortunately I haven't been getting back to everybody, especially if you messaged me. Only because we all know if you do send me an email or a message through YouTube, you have to go to one page, then you have to click on another page, and then go to another page just to get email, or at least just to get your private messages, right? And so I've been sometimes forgetting to do that. So what I went ahead and did, I created a Facebook page, pretty much just showing off, my collection, stuff I have for sale, stuff that I purchased. Everything I talk about in my videos will actually be on that Facebook page. And the main intention is so it's easier for you guys to get a hold of me. If for some reason you want to ask me a question, if you want to talk comic books, if you want to just talk about toys, stuff that you see on my videos, if you want to ask me if it's for sale, because normally I sell my stuff. So pretty much everything you want to talk about is going to be on that Facebook page, and the link is in the description below. So, I mean, I believe it's open. You just have to go to the page and just request to, I guess, like or join, and I'll just go ahead and add you to it. And that's pretty much it. So it already has. So anyways, guys, let me go ahead and jump right into pretty much what I picked up this weekend. And it's pretty cool. Check it out. So the first thing I actually picked up, guys, were a bunch of these army ants. Now, I'm not quite sure if a lot of you remember these, but this is pure vintage right here. It's pretty much, you can say they're your typical little army soldier, right? But they're actually made to look like ants. And they have a really soft thorax, or butt if you want to say, that pretty much made them stand out. These little rubber purple things, they also come in green, they're removable. And I remember actually seeing a bunch of my friends way back in the day, back in the 80s, have these, and they would actually take the thorax, the butts off, and throw them at each other. So they were bound to get lost, and it's really rare, if you guys do find these, to actually have the thorax, which, see, as you can tell in this one, it's missing. It's like a little peg, a little ball that it snaps onto. If you have some or find them with them attached, plus with the weapons, the little guns, the little accessories that come with them, it's a really rare find. So I have these, and I actually bought a few more with their accessories. Hold on, I'll show you right now. So here are a few more, guys. I went ahead and put it in my shelf only because I don't know, I just wanted to fill up this little space here because I haven't really bought any other Transformers to fill up my case, so I had an empty spot, and you can tell my case, I don't have any more empty spots, so I need to buy a new case. Anyways, so here you go, guys. There's a little blue guy right there. He comes with a pistol, and he actually has a green butt, a green thorax, and it usually identifies, the blue against the orange ants. So the blue ants always come with a green one, and the orange ants, you can tell, come with a purple one. So there's that guy. He comes with a little pistol. That guy, I'm not too quite sure if he's supposed to come with two kind of Gatling guns. I'm not too quite sure. But again, the weapons do come off. There's another guy right there with a red pistol. Another guy with kind of a machine gun looking weapon. And this really cool guy, he comes with looks like some like a fighter jet wings. So that's pretty cool. So again, I picked these up for a good deal. I think I picked all these up for about 20 bucks with the weapons. So I got a really good deal on them. And the other ones, I picked them up for about $1 each. The ones that did not have any weapons. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let me show you what else I got. I also picked up this guy right here, a Wingnut, and he came with his really cool sidekick here of a Screw Loose. This character is, of course, is a part of the Ninja Turtle line. Let me focus. There you go. Kind of a later addition in the Ninja Turtle line. And the reason why I picked him up, I just liked him. I never had him when I was young, but I just think he looks really cool. I mean, just because he looks a little grotesque, kind of monsterish. He kind of resembles Batman, right? With a utility belt, a W there, and you know, his armor and whatnot. Kind of looking at the bat a little bit, but I just think it's really cool. I paid, I think, $7 for him. And one thing that I'm kind of disappointed, the seller, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I asked him if it's complete, 100% complete, because it came in a Ziploc bag, right? It came in a Ziploc bag, and I was, to be honest with you, it's kind of my fault too. I'm not too familiar with this figure when I saw him. So I asked him, is it complete? And he's like, yeah, it's complete. $7. So I picked him up, got him, brought him home, and sure enough, I found out he's missing one item. It's not a big deal, but it's pretty much a little yellow grenade. And being the fact it's small, it belongs only to him, it's hard to find. It's not really a deal breaker, meaning that it's worth lots of money. I'm pretty sure if I had patience, but again, I was just disappointed. He's a cool guy, a cool figure. It's not complete, and it just bugs me. But anyways, I want to go ahead and show this off. Enough of my rambling. He's a really cool figure. Don't know much about him. I don't recall seeing him on the original Ninja Turtle cartoon way back in the day. But again, like I said, the main reason, I just love these grotesque type figures. There are a few other ones that I do want to pick up in the Ninja Turtle line, but this one's kind of starting it off. The next thing, talking about turtles and ones that I like, bam! I picked up Shredder, mint on card. And yep, it's the 10-back. So as you can tell there's a 10-back. And one thing that's really cool about it is it's supposedly supposed to be the soft head. And the way you can actually tell that it's a soft head version is by the punch out. If it has a small little hole punch out, that means it was kind of the first edition, the first line of Ninja Turtle figures to come out, and they're the soft heads. If that little punch hole is bigger, it's a hard head. And that's what I've been told by numerous, Ninja Turtle fans or collectors. So my speculation is this is a soft head. Now I picked this up for a really good price on eBay. Not a lot of people were bidding on it, only because the pictures were really poor quality, so I kind of just took a leap of faith. Sometimes you got to do that, right? And I scored big. I think I got this for like 40 bucks. And it's pretty much, it is sealed. It is a 1989 version. Or 1988, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, let's see if I can turn this around. Focus. There we go. So everything's there. So as of right now, I really do want to collect the entire, the original 10-back of the Turtles. So far I have Bebop and there's Rocksteady. Now I have Shredder. I just got to pick up the Foot Soldier and the rest of the Turtles. So eventually, one day I'll get there. I'll have all of them mint on card. Those are the only ones I want to get mint on card. The other ones I just want to go ahead and collect loose, just for display reasons. But also, one of my main intentions to have this one mint on card, Kevin Eastman. He's coming back to Arizona for the next Comic-Con here in February. And this is one I do want to have him sign. Now, a lot of people say, or actually a lot of people are telling me, no, don't have him sign toys. It's going to take the value down. I guess there's a lot of people that are against
artists, or at least people signing toys. Well, with me, it doesn't matter because this is a figure that I like. I love the Ninja Turtles. Shredder was kind of one of my favorite bad guys back in the day when I was 8, 9 years old. And I would really like for Kevin Eastman just to sign it. And to be honest with you, it wouldn't matter if he dedicates it, or at least puts to Rick. That'd be cool. It wouldn't bother me at all. I would actually, put it in a case and have it, sit in like one of those plastic acrylic cases and have it sitting on my shelf. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, I plan on having this one and maybe a Michelangelo sign. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Anyways, I picked this guy up. Next, I want to show you. So the next thing I picked up was this Mars Attack UFO Martian flying saucer. Now this isn't really, it's almost vintage, guys. I have a very strict policy of when it comes to my collection. And even though it's not really vintage, this came out in 1996, 97, around there. It's almost vintage, but yet my collection is mainly 80s toys, right? Everyone knows that. But I really love aliens, and especially when it comes to Mars Attack. I love that, especially the old original 1967, I believe, cards. I want to actually start collecting those too, because it's just the artwork is really awesome. Now, if you guys are into comic books, if you guys are into art, if you don't know anything about the Mars Attack original cards, they even made reprints, reissues later on. Go to Google, go to eBay, type in Mars Attacks trading cards, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's really, really cool art. Anyways, this toy is based off of that, off of those cards, off of that storyline. And I picked this up. It was actually, it was open, the box was open, the tape was slid open, but the figure, the UFO, was still attached to its cardboard. So it was never played with. So I'm like, well, I got a good deal on it. I want to go ahead and take it out just so I can display it and eventually display the little cards and more of the figures. Now, this is really cool only because, like I said, Mars Attack is a really cool story and also really cool art. This cabin here flips up and this little tiny figure comes out, the pilot, and his little helmet comes off too. You got to be careful you don't lose that little plastic helmet. So let's see if I can get a good shot of this guy here. So it's really, really high in detail when it comes to, his head sculpt. There's his armor, or at least his spacesuit. Turn it around. His oxygen tanks, or whatever his breathing apparatus. So as you can tell, it's really cool. Here's the inside. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. There's that, and it does come on little stands, as you can tell. And it also makes sound and has lights. Let me close that. Now it's kind of loud, guys, so forgive me. I'll try to reduce the volume here. So that's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It does take 3 AA batteries. I plan on taking the batteries out only because I don't want to forget about them and have them corrode within the UFO. But let me go ahead and put that guy back, and there is a small little compartment that reveals a missile, a little missile holder. Hold on one second. So hopefully you guys can pick it up. So that's a little missiles right there. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure they do fire. Being the fact that one hand is holding the camera and the other hand is holding the UFO, I can't really test that theory. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's really cool. I plan on keeping this, putting it in display. I plan on keeping the box also. So let me show you the back of the box. Sorry for the blurriness here, using my iPhone. So as you can tell, there you go. Show you it's 1996, and it's not. There you go. It's 1996 Trendmasters, and yeah, I really like it. So I'm not quite sure if a lot of you guys are into this kind of stuff or knew about it, and the lighting sucks. So let me just move on to the next one, huh, guys? And here's the last thing, guys, that I picked up. It's the He-Man Fright Zone. Now this is a classic, very classic vintage, again, kind of horror-ish type toy. One good thing that I'm actually really glad that I picked this up on is because the condition. The condition of it is, oh wow, it's in excellent condition. I mean, it's as if it's never been played with. Now, what I mean by that is, it's really, number one, it's really hard to find this set with this dragon, this little arm kind of puppet dragon. Normally, it's either lost, thrown away, or it's actually torn and pretty much hanging by threads. It is plastic. It's like a rubber. And being the fact that it's, 30 years old, it's in really, really nice shape. It did come with a box. The box, I'm sorry guys, I already actually put the box away. I went ahead and assembled it because my intention was to go ahead and put it in my case somehow, but it's a little bit too big. So I can't actually fit it in my case. I just have it here for now. But I want to go ahead and still show you guys pretty much what it looks like. So it's really cool. This little puppet guy, this little dragon, he fits in this hole. And the main purpose of him, in case you guys don't know what this is or have ever seen this or forgot, his main purpose is to pretty much eat and grab any of the He-Man figures that come along, right? So there's a little space here. No. So like I said, there's a little space there where you can put your hand and your hand fits in there. My hand is fairly larger than a child, so my hand doesn't really fit cumbersome within that little puppet, and I don't want to break or tear the rubber. So also there's a little jail here, if you want to say, that has a little trap that opens it up. Oh. So it opens it up and you can stuff He-Man in there. Another cool feature, there's this little rock monster, so if you have a He-Man pretty much walking along this path, it pretty much will kind of just chomp down on their leg. This is rubber band activated, and what I mean by that is there's a rubber band that actually fits in here that I guess it's supposed to snap back and forth. However, I don't want to add that rubber band in there, only because, check this out. It did come, when I bought this, it did come with an original rubber band. But being the fact that it's 30 years old, I don't want to take the chance of ripping the rubber band apart by wrapping around its springs here. So I have that. I also have the instructions that came with it. They're pretty beat up. They're somewhat yellowed a little. The last thing I have, of course, is this checklist. It's pretty much, it's a poster-sized checklist where it identifies all of the available He-Man figures that were out in 1985, and it allows the kid, if you want to say, or adult, to check off which figures he has. So I have that. It also came with it, and that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm really happy. Once I get a big enough case, I'm going to go ahead and put this in there and, have my He-Man figures, kind of like a little diorama, if you want to say, or a little play set, going to be on for display. But that's it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. Let me know, guys. And thanks for watching. Peace.